Hi guys, it's Thea with Gingham and Glue. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, it is cold, 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 cold here in Missouri this morning. Wow, it's been insanely cold the last week. We had quite a big ice slash snowstorm. Um, and we've still got a ton of ice on trees and snow over that. The roads are finally doing better. They were really hairy there for a little while. But yeah, we've still got ice and snow on the ground, and we've still got a ton of tree limbs that need to be cleaned up. So sorry, I'm trying to warm my hands. I haven't been able to get my hands warm. Took the dogs outside, and oh my gosh, I knew I should have put gloves on, but oh, burr. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good this morning. Well, it's this morning here for me. It's probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else is in bed, still in bed, and so, but I thought I'd come in and we could get going at finishing our little bifold altered envelope with our paper pad and our hidden pockets. I definitely want to get this finished up, and so I can get these into my kitty's junk journal. And then if we have time, I thought we could do some of these. I got this idea from Roxy Creations. She had done something similar, and I just kind of did my own little take on them. This is an accordion style little file folder, and I originally was making it so that I could put some of my ephemera in it. And that's what I'm probably going to do. But I also would like to kind of mass make a bunch of these and get them up in my Etsy shop, because I think these would make, you could use them for just about anything, coupons and, ephemera, or, whatever you wanted to. They're really easy to make, and it's a really, really great way to recycle your scraps. As well as what I used for the base was a magazine page. If you've got a ton of those magazines laying around like I do, although I did manage to throw a whole bunch out just because they were taking up way too much room, and there was no way I was going to use, excuse me, all of them. So yeah, I went ahead and made one, and then last night I made a bigger one because I wanted to see what it would look like with the larger mailing envelopes. Again, I used this time it was a book page from a gardening book, which has kind of magazine style pages, but they're a bit thicker. So, but I went ahead and used, like I said, the larger envelopes. So this is really great too, because you can obviously put bigger pieces of ephemera in it. But yeah, these were just super fun, quick, easy. This one I used a Velcro closure on versus the twine and the little fastener, the circle fasteners. So yeah, and I just used up a bunch of my scraps that I had, which is a lot. This isn't even half of it. So yeah, I thought we could make some of these too if we have time. If we don't, I'll do another video. So anyway, okay. We are going to, let me set these over to the side. I did grab a couple more pieces of scrapbook paper because I'm going to need them for pockets and, covering pockets and things like that. So We had ended with just finishing up our main envelope. So I lined it front and back except for the inside flap. I had lined the inside flap on the other two just because I really wasn't paying attention, because that's the part that's not going to be seen, obviously. But so this one I left it blank, and yeah, we just finished up lining inside and out. I'll be sure to link my other video below where we started this. It's just a couple of videos back because I got a little distracted making another project. So, okay, so I've cut my other pieces out here for my second one. And my second one, I've cut the flap off because you're not going to need that. We're going to use a piece of fabric to attach it to the other envelope. So for this one, this is going to be our outside. This is going to be our inside. So I'll get that glued in, and then this is going to be the outside. Okay, so I'm going to move this paper over so I don't get any glue or anything on it. So we'll start with, I think we'll start with the inside piece. Let me grab my glue. And really the only hard part about this, or fussy part, I should say, about it, is just cutting out all of your pieces. And you could do that, you know, if you're planning on making several at one time, you can, you know, get them all cut out ahead of time, and then all you have to do is just put them together. So, okay, so I'm going to slide this out. Actually, I think I'm going to, nope, I'm going to keep it this way. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and what I was doing is I was sliding it in and then gluing it from behind, but I'm gonna try it this way, see if I can get it to go in with the glue on. I know that's can be kind of tricky, but I think hopefully we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. And I say that now. And it's going to stick. So yeah, I would definitely recommend putting it in first and then gluing it. Yeah, that can be a little tricky. Okay, so we've got that piece in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this piece. I don't think we're expecting any more snow or ice for a little while, hopefully. I know when we had this one, our power was out most of the day, and my phone, I was using my phone quite a bit prior to the power going out, and so my battery was really low, and my iPad was almost completely dead. So I had to go out and sit in my car so that I could, see, that's going to be just a smidge off, but that's okay. And keep my stuff plugged in. And honestly, it didn't do me much good because, yeah, it doesn't charge as quickly in the car. So I was only out there for a little while. So basically what I did was I came back in, I laid down, I read, and then I fell asleep. And then probably about an hour after I fell asleep, the power came back on, and it woke me up, you know, because you hear everything turn back on. I'm going to just trim, see if I can trim this up just a little bit and then re-ink that. There we go. So yeah, my husband's like, really? I'm like, I said, I don't have anything to do. And my, you know, I was trying to watch videos on my phone or iPad. And so I figured, well, if I'm going to go out there and try and charge my phone, I might as well take my iPad. Yeah, that didn't work so well. So, yeah, he laughed at me when I came back in. I said, well, that was totally pointless. It's like, yep. So I need to get another charger cord for my phone. One of my charger cords went bad. Well, usually I have two, you know, one for my phone and one for my iPad, so I can keep them both plugged in and charging at night. But I haven't been able to do that, so I've been kind of, you know, swapping off and on with the charger cord. So, yeah, it's what you do to be able to have your electronics and watch YouTube videos, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so we've got that one all inked up and glued. So we're gonna bring this one back in, and I've grabbed my little strip of muslin. Obviously this is gonna be too big. So what I'm gonna do is, actually I'll turn it this way. Just cut that. It's not even, but that's totally fine. And I'm gonna trim that down anyway. I'm gonna trim it straight down the middle here. You only need just a little piece of fabric, you know, or you could use washi tape or, you know, whatever you'd like. And it doesn't need to be perfect. So this is going to go around the other side. Make sure I put it on the right way. Okay, so what I did for this one was I put it on the inside because the opening is actually going to go like that. So that's going to get put together just like that. Okay. So I'll go ahead. Sorry, my fingers are not working and hands are not working this morning just because it's so cold. And I swear I wake up with, well, I know I do, swollen hands and fingers in the morning. Just from the way I sleep, I'm very fetal. So, you know, I'm always like curled in like this. So when I wake up, you know, I've been sleeping essentially on my hands. So they get a little swollen. I've tried everything I can think of to stop doing that, but I think it's just ingrained in me. Okay. Sorry, I said it doesn't need to really be straight, but it is going to kind of show. And to be fair, you can, before you glue your pieces on, you can attach it to the envelopes and then glue your pieces over it, which is probably what I should have done from the beginning, but it's not. It's okay. It's not really going to matter. And you know what? I think I got that too thin. I did. So we're going to come and cut another strip. And this time, I'm going to fold this up just like that. So So I can cut it just a little bit straighter, hopefully. How did I do? Okay, I did all right. I should just get out my rotary cutter and my ruler and do it that way. But I have to make everything difficult, so, you know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run glue down both sides. Sorry, and my hands are a little shaky too. Oop. Didn't mean to get it that much. Okay, so you want to give it just a little bit of space, obviously, because you want it to be able to flip easily. Okay. And I can go back underneath and glue those pieces down that are still kind of raised up. Okay. And just trim that. And trim that. Okay, it's still a little bit uneven, but you know, it's okay. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got, sorry, I've got to get comfortable here, you guys. I'm sitting wonky and my hip is starting to yell at me. Okay, so we've got our hinge, which works great. Okay, now what I am going to do next is, or what we're going to do next is we're going to make our paper pad and our hidden pocket. So for this one, I only did this pocket, okay? But for this one, which is the one we're going to be doing, I did a double pocket. So I did a pocket here, and then I did a pocket here. And I used just the end of an envelope for the pockets, okay? So what I need to do is decide if I'm going to be attaching this to a journal page this way, or if I'm going to be doing it this way. And I think we're going to do it this way. So let me flip this back over. Okay. So your pocket for your little journal card is going to go this way. Okay. So your opening should be over here because you want it to be able to pull out, you know, that way. So is that right? Yeah, because this will get attached to the page like that, okay? And there, and your spine will be right here. And then this will flip open like this, and then like that, okay? So we want the pocket. Is that right? I'm messing myself up. Yes. So like this, so this is the opposite. So yeah, so there's the outside of your page, there's your spine, and there's the next page. So yeah, we want it to be pulling out away from the edge of the page. Okay, so like I said, all I did was, I'm gonna just close this up. to use my paper trimmer. And again, you need to figure out, obviously, how big you want that pocket to be. So for this one, and you'll see, I literally just, and I didn't even, because you're going to want it to hide underneath that paper pad, okay? So I cut it, you know, much smaller than I needed to. Let's see here. So let's do that. And you could always do your paper pad first so that you know for sure. Okay. Grab that. All right. So this is going to go just like that. Okay. So now we want to do this pocket. And again, I just used an end piece of an envelope. So we've already got this. And obviously if you turn it up, wait, this is going to be too wide. And so all I did was just cut it and then re-glue it. And you could do, you know, you could do a piece of cardstock, you could do, you know, I was just trying to use up all of these envelopes that I have. I mean, I just have a ton. It's just, it's crazy actually. So let's see. We want to cut it to the width. I'm going to cut it just a hair shorter than that. Okay. Okay, and then I just come in and glue that edge. We got glue. All right. So now, did I grab the right? I did. Okay. So now I'm going to just, oh, you know, I turned it the wrong way. I did. That's why. Good grief. That's okay. We'll do another one. Yeah, I'm still trying to wake up this morning, you guys. Bear with me. I'm just like, oh yeah. Okay. Seal that. And anything any pieces I don't use, I will try and reuse. Okay, so the opening. Okay, so there's my pocket. And I want to make this shorter. So actually, that would still work, I think. Yep, that'll still work. Told you, I'm still trying to wake up. Brain not working. I think I need a latte. I might have to go get a latte. So that's going to go just like that. Okay, so we're going to cover those. So we'll do that here in just a second. I want to pick my paper. So of course I've got all of these scraps. And this of course is going to be for the tablet. Oh, I didn't realize I had this one. I must have been making this for another piece. Yeah, I must have. I would put this one on, but it's not in the same direction that we're wanting to go. Although I could just flip it around because we haven't chosen anything yet. No, that's not going to work. Okay, that's all right. All right, let's grab some paper if I have any big enough in my scraps. That's the question. I've got that one, and that one would work. Sorry guys, those might work. I'll keep those out. Let's see. I want them just a little bit shorter than the sides, but not by much, because you're going to be covering up that pocket. Got a little sewn around piece. It's in a piece of embossed scrapbooking paper, but you can't exactly write on that. It's more purple. I'll try that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna need a latte this morning. I might have to run go get one. I have coffee here at home, but sometimes I just need a latte from nearby, I won't say the place's name just in case, but I think we all know it, I need a breakfast burrito and a latte, if that doesn't tell you what. Or sausage biscuit with egg and cheese, something like that. That could be pretty. Let's see what else. What else? Maybe that. More. Definitely. Maybe that. Almost done, guys. I should have had this picked out prior to turning the camera on, but I did not. I'm just so happy to be using up, I can maybe cut that down, using up my scraps. I'm not making a huge dent in them, but dent enough, I guess. Dent enough. Definitely want some, ledger, yep. And that. Okay, I think think we've got enough here. Okay, so the waterfall paper pad is going to be going here, okay? So I'm going to grab my tear ruler, and they don't all have to be the same size or obviously length, hence the waterfall paper pad. This is probably easily tearable by hand, but yeah, you want to be able to cover up most of that surface. Okay. And this one obviously isn't very wide, but it can go on the top. Maybe get a couple of those in there. Just trim this down just a hair. So we can get those. You know, it's just a little piece, but it's okay. I think I can keep that length and that one. Okay, so longest in back. Okay. And I'm going to fix those lengths here in just a second. Yeah, so if you just, you know, pick out the paper that you want, and then you can just kind of adjust accordingly. Okay, how are we looking here? This one's pretty thick. I'm probably going to have to trim some of this down. Actually, I think I'm going to just use one of those. Alternate here. Okay. Okay, so now we want to make sure that we're doing that waterfall effect. And actually, I'm going to put this one in the back. Okay. That one's just slightly shorter, so that should be okay. Telling you, I am Miss Fumble Fingers this morning. Okay. So now that's a little wide. I'm gonna take that down just a little bit. Okay. 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 So we've got our paper pad, and that's going to be our pocket. Okay. So that just barely covers it. Now, you could, you know, really play around with all of this and make, you know, I could have made this wider, but I don't want to mess with it too much. So next thing is I need to make my top. So I just took a piece of cardstock and I folded it over the top, and then I stapled it. And your embellishments are gonna, you know, they're gonna cover that staple. I honestly don't mind the staple showing even if it did. So, okay, so let me trim that. Okay. So yeah, I would go just like that. Let's see if I have any cardstock thickness. This is just scrapbook paper. I think it'll be okay, but I do like to have the thicker paper up top. No, that's okay. Okay. So I'm gonna let that be my top. And it really does not matter how low that goes, but I'm gonna just trim it up just a smidge. Okay. So, and actually, Okay. And as you can see, this one is just a little bit wide, that back piece. But that's okay. All right. So where's my stapler? I'm actually gonna do 2. All right. So there's our paper pad. There's our pocket. I'm gonna slide that up just a little bit. Okay, so that's gonna hide under there nicely. So now what we need to do is to cover our pockets. So like I said before, I grabbed these 2. These obviously are not scraps, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do the bigger pocket in this one. Okay, and then I'm going to do the smaller pocket in this one. Sorry guys, give me a second. Seriously, my hands are just not working. I hope I can get these cut right. Just line that up. Now I did with the other, I gave myself a margin on all of the other pieces, but for the pockets, I'm gonna get them pretty much right up to the edge, I think. I'm telling you, my hands are just not working. Okay, and honestly, I didn't even think about it. This is a directional paper and our pocket is going like this. So I should have cut it like this, which you guys probably caught when I was doing it. I'll just trim it like that. And then okay, that's better. Do I or don't I? That's actually not straight. Okay. So that's going to go right like that. Do I leave a margin or don't I? Let's stick with the theme and leave a margin this time. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer for this. just a smidge. I'm okay with that. And then for this one, this is technically also directional. It's got some music notes in the background, but you know, it's okay. I didn't really even see those music notes, to be honest. Okay. Let's see how I did. And keep in mind, you're going to be inking up those edges too, so that is not bad. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. And even though we're going to be inking up the envelope edges, I'm going to go ahead and ink up these edges too. I hope you guys enjoyed my last couple of videos. We are going to be finishing up my Burgundy Winter Junk Journal. Actually, this is really, really crooked, and it's going to drive me insane. But yes, we will be finishing up my Burgundy Winter Junk Journal. Cut it here in our next video, so that'll be fun. And I'll work some more on my kitties junk journal, as well as my sisters. So, and that'll probably be, you know, at least 3 or 4 more videos, I can imagine. But we'll also be working on some other things too. Okay. Awesome. So, yeah, we're gonna try some new things this year. So I'm gonna try and pick out some projects to do with you guys, that's either new to me or new to all of us, really. I'd like to do at least one episode of working on an art journal. I've art journaled for quite some time, and sorry guys, my conundrum right now is that I'm missing all of my stencils. I cannot find any of my stencils. And for me, junk journaling involves using my stencils a lot. And so either, and that could be a challenge. I mean, I could challenge myself to do my art journaling without stencils. I know people do it all the time. You don't really need them. But for me, that's a big challenge, because that's what I'm used to, and that's kind of where my mind tends to go, because I want to build up those. If you've never art journaled before, it really, adding layers and texture, especially to your pages, I think really just, it makes it more fun. And kind of gives you a wider, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you, I'm still trying to wake up. It just gives you a more creative outlet, I guess, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that even made sense, but yeah, so it's gonna be a challenge for me. So yeah, I guess I could challenge myself to do that. Sorry, I'm gonna trim this down just a little bit more. Did I even cut anything off? I don't think I did. Did I? Not by much. So yeah, and I'm so bummed. I just cannot find them anywhere. And of course, I'm sure, oh yeah, that's much better. I'm sure that at some point in time, when I actually get my office completely organized and cleaned and everything, someday when I'm not even paying attention, I'll probably come across them. I kept thinking, well, maybe I left them at my sister's house, or so I called her and I asked her, and she's like, no, dude, I haven't seen them at all. And she's just recently been through all of her stuff. So, you know, she's also art journaling and doing some other, or junk journaling and doing some other things. My sister, I'll have to post a picture at some point. My sister is an amazing artist, and so she does a lot of her own artwork, just, you know, for her personally. Plus, like, she does have an Etsy shop. I'm not sure if she's doing a whole lot with it or not, but yeah, but her stuff is really, really cool. But yeah, she had no idea. She couldn't find it either, or you know, had no clue. Hadn't seen them, you know. So it's just like, okay. All right, so again, we're going to be, how are we going to be doing this? We're going to be putting, okay, so we want it this way. I want it to attach to the page that way. Okay, so let me flip this over. Sorry, I've got I'm telling you, brain not working today. I gotta make sure I'm putting the pockets in the right direction. Okay, so it's gonna go on the page like that. So we want the pocket to go like that. And like that. Okay, so let me glue this down, and then we'll make our journaling cards. We also need to do another pocket on the inside, which I may just use a piece of ephemera for the inside pocket. Okay. Oh, we need to make sure that we've got this going under. Come on, just a bit. Okay. So our tablet is going to cover that perfectly. And that just still wants to come up. I guess I shouldn't have pulled that up, huh? Dog hair. Love my babies, hate the hair. Okay, so then we're going to put this one down. just put it just a smidge up from the bottom pocket. All right, so now this needs to get glued down, and I'm realizing very quickly that that is not straight, so I'm going to just trim. Okay, so that's going to get glued down. Okay, all right, so there's our little waterfall paper pad and our 2 pockets. So now it's up to you if you want to or not, but on the inside I did do a pocket here, and I really like that. So that's what I'm gonna do when I'm seeing this piece of vellum that I was using for my Burgundy Winter junk journal, and I'm really liking that. So I am going to use the vellum. Just make a mark there, and I'm actually going to trim this down just a bit. Okay. Sorry, give me just a second here. Let's see, how did we do? I think that needs to come down just a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about right. I'm going to come in on the side just a little bit. Okay, and for this one, I think I'm going to do a decorative corner. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that one. Okay, it's super pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to do, hopefully this punch will work. On the vellum, which it barely did. I knew where my, oh, there it is. Just gonna grab my X-Acto knife here. I'm gonna just cut those pieces out. There we go. All right. Whoop. Now I'm gonna ink it up. And if you wanted to, you know, sew around the edges, you could do that. But since I've got this decorative corner, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to ink this so it gives a little more dimension up against that other background. Okay. Too much stuff going on in here. All right. There we go. That's really pretty. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to just very carefully go around the edges. Okay. Sorry, I'm not so talkative this morning, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm just waking up. I am still waking up. Definitely gonna need a latte. All right. Okay, so there is our inside pocket. Excuse me. Okay, so now it's just all a matter of creating your tags. So I need to find, let's see, I think I'm going to use, I do have some cardstock here. This is, I want to say this is from TaylorMade Journals. So we want, and you could have, you know, should have very easily made your tag prior to gluing everything in. I'm going to come like that and like that. Okay. And I can trim it down if I need to. Okay, let's see if it fits. And it does. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, instead of leaving the back blank, why is that looking like it's uneven? Sorry, I'm just lining up here. Sorry if you're getting any glares off my craft mat from the lights. I originally took this away because of that, but I just find myself going back to it every time. Yeah, this is not even. I'm trying to figure out why it's not. I don't know if I just didn't have it pushed up against. Yeah, it's totally not even. Okay. I just need to find an even side. Which I'm having difficulty doing. Oh, okay, I think that's the side that's. Sorry, I may have just shot myself in the foot, so I may have to recut. Boy, that is so not even. Okay, What in the world? All right. Now is it even? And it's probably way too small for my pocket now. All right, well, let's see. No, that still works. That still works. I'm gonna put a tab on it so you can get it in and out. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Okay, I'm gonna back it with some coffee stained paper. If I can find a piece large enough. Okay, that'll work. Well, no, it won't because that's got some tears in it. That's too thin. I could use some ledger paper. That'll work. Let's use that. Okay. I'm just going to glue it on and then I'll cut it down or trim it down afterwards. Because I think I'm going to round those corners. Yep. Got a little too much on there, but okay. Sorry, I'm looking for my bone folder, which seems to have completely disappeared. Okay, I'll just trim that up. Okay, corner rounder. I'm gonna do the 4mm on this one because I don't want to take away too much more off of this. Okay, now I'm gonna ink it and then we'll attach our tab. And I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna use lace this time. I used fabric on my other ones, but I think I'm gonna use lace for this one. Okay, let me do the other side real quick. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Like I said, I don't know if this is an original idea or not. I'm sure that there are plenty of other tutorials that are, or you know, projects like this that are either very, very similar or, you know, maybe exact. I'm not sure, but I've never seen them. So, okay, we need lace. And let's see. Oh, I better grab for my scraps. Oop. This is my scrap bucket with all my trimmings. Let's see. Oh, I've got this French linen here. I love that blue. or blue-green, and we've definitely got some of that going on. So maybe I'll do that. Just wanna, do I wanna cut it down just a little bit? It's awfully big for that little tag. Sorry, I said I was gonna do lace, and yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Let's do, which way do I want to do? I want to do, excuse me, do it this way. Okay. Yep. That's what I want. I might trim that just a hair. Yes. Okay. I am actually going to staple this instead of gluing it, if I can manage it without completely destroying it. There we go. I got it. Awesome. Okay, so this will go right like that. So there's your little journaling card. So then we just need a tag for there, and then a tag for there, and then you can start decorating it however you want, you know, putting your smart journaling cards and tags in there, obviously right there. And then don't forget this pocket too. So when you put this on the page, I can manage it. Okay, so your paper pad is the thing that's going to be facing you. So you've got your book open. So your paper, this paper pad is going to be, that's going to be what's facing up. Okay, then you'll lift it up. You'll have your little tag there. You'll have a tag here. And then you flip it open, and the first pocket is what's going to be showing. So you can embellish this just like I did on this one. I decorated that just a little bit. I embellished with lace. I love the lace on the flap because that is what you're going to see on the opposite page. I'll show you that here in a second. So then you flip it open. You've got your pocket here and your side pocket there. So isn't that awesome? I just love this. Love it, love it. So here, I'll show you. So this goes on the opposite page. So that is what you'll see on the opposite page, which I think is really pretty, and it adds a really pretty element to your art journal, or your junk journal. So then you'll flip the page, and again, you've got your paper pad facing you. You've got your two pockets. You flip it open. You've got more journaling cards. And then flip it open again, and I haven't put a journaling card in there, but you've got a journaling card there, and then you've got, you know, plenty of room for other journaling cards and, you know, embellished ones, however you want to do it. So isn't that awesome, guys? I love this. I love this idea. Like I said, I don't know that it's an original idea, but if you try this, let me know, and let me know how it turns out, because I'd love to see yours. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's going to have to be it for today. Next video, we will work on these, at least one of these. And if we have time, we'll start in on finishing my Burgundy Winter junk journal. So, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for being so patient with me this morning. Like I said, probably 100 times, I'm still waking up. So, yeah, but I wanted to get this finished for you so you can see how it came together. All right. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much again. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will. And if you enjoyed this video, if you could give it a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate that too. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.